Thank our organizers for giving me such a wonderful opportunity to present the paper. My title is Digital Transformation in Indian Banking, Customer Perceptions, Financial Inclusion, and so, as as a keynote speaker, I can present here that the challenges, problems faced by the rural India, rural people. Uh, I can say that the proliferation of internet banking, mobile banking, digital wallets, payment interface, UPI interface, and redefined how financial services are delivered and assessed. Urban youth and professionals access e-banking services, while rural populations often face barriers due to poor infrastructure and digital literacy. Uh, so, by considering this, my paper or my presentation integrates findings from three distinct studies. One is customer perceptions of e-banking in Udupi city and in and around the city. In Udupi district, there are some rural areas, such people are facing some problems. Another one, connecting to that, I have included financial inclusion through digital financial services. Okay, sir, my topic. Yes, my topic is relating to digital transformation in Indian banking system. As all you know, the Indian banking sector is undergoing a paradigm shift driven by digital innovations, financial inclusion policies, and changing customer expectations. So, in my presentation, I have integrated findings from three distinct studies. They are customer perceptions of e-banking in Udupi city and in and around Udupi city also. So I have covered few rural areas. Then along with that, financial inclusion through digital financial services. So here I studied on the basis of the perceptions of the rural people and how to create some awareness among the rural people regarding the digital financial services and the impact of digital revolution on rural India. So these are the things added in my paper. And in my research, I have identified key opportunities and persistent challenges across urban, semi-urban, and rural contexts. Because I have taken the area as Udupi city in and around, and along with that, some rural people. And my study and the findings reveals that while urban customers appreciate convenience, speed, and accessibility, but rural communities continue to struggle with infrastructure deficits, digital illiteracy, and trust issues. Okay, financial inclusion remains the cornerstone for bridging these gaps. And this paper concludes with recommendations for policymakers, banks, stakeholders to enhance digital adoption while ensuring inclusivity and security. Ma'am, previous slide, ma'am, please. Previous one. Previous slide. Previous one. Yeah. Previous one. Hello, ma'am, previous slide. Yeah, these are my objectives. Okay, three research areas. Next slide. So I have identified, so during my study, I have identified some latest trends in the perceptions in digital era. During, in 2025. So the Gate Journal says that, our research studies show that service quality, trust, ease of use, and security remain the dominant factors shaping customer satisfaction and continued adoption of digital banking. Young users, particularly Generation Z, demonstrate strong digital propensity but are highly sensitive to reliability and fraud risks.
So in our area also, we are facing such problems, opening fake accounts, calling by fake numbers, etc. So research on UPI adoption also that highlights that trust, application reliability, and promotional benefits significantly strengthen behavioral intentions to use UPI. However, the gaps remain in consumer awareness and fraud prevention. Okay. And the literature review says that about rural impact and financial inclusion. I have studied that the RBI's financial inclusion index, that is FI index, rose from 64.2 in March 2024 to 67.0 in March 2005. Reflecting broader access and usage. And the digital payments index, RBI DPI, also grew to 493.22 in March 2025, signifying growth in infrastructure and performance. So RBI statement 2025 says that rural and semi-urban MSMEs increasingly benefit from digital tools with 73% report business growth due to smartphone and UPI adoption. Yet adoption often lacks awareness due to low digital literacy and unreliable connectivity. Research further shows that government-to-person transfers sustain account activity and positively influence women's financial behavior. And about emerging technological and policy trends, that shows India's digital payment landscape continues to evolve rapidly. UPI accounted for nearly 70% of all digital transactions by volume in financial year 2024. Government of India Gazette shows that 2024. New product innovations such as UPI Lite and Litex offline, small value payments, are enhancing usability in low connectivity rural regions. Similarly, credit on UPI and RuPay on UPI are expanding the scope of digital finance, allowing microcredit and credit card transactions through UPI fails. Policymakers continue to promote a digital adoption with the supportive regulations, including dispute handling mechanisms and cooperative bank merchant acquiring to extend reach into rural markets. In my study, madam, next slide, please. So here more than 50 to 100 customer survey was undertaken, and that survey result shows that, madam, next slide, please. Next slide. I will directly go through for findings regarding e-banking and customer perception. So I will send you the detailed paper also later. 90% of surveyed respondents were aware of e-banking services. No problem. They know what are the e-banking services are readily available, and major users were, 56%, and the youth under 25 years were 64%. And they told that common purposes for using that e-banking services, as 96% responded that transferring money, 66% of respondents says that convenient bill payment, and 64% said that deposits and withdrawals that are convenient for them. Then I have asked the question in my questionnaire, what are the benefits? So I wanted to know their perception regarding e-banking services. They told that time saving, easy processing, inexpensive fund transfers also. These are the major benefits they are getting. And one more question I put in my questionnaire. What are the issues or problems they are suffering? 82% of the people said that poor service, especially in rural area, and rural respondents gave their opinion that security concern, 66% of them gave their opinion that security concerns is the major issue. they can't believe sometimes. And 52% said that there are some technical glitches, internet issues in rural area, especially in rainy season. So no internet connectivity in that particular area. Payment also becomes the problem. So overall satisfaction levels were positive, with most respondents agreeing that e-banking is convenient and transparent. Next slide, ma'am. One more a survey conducted regarding financial inclusion through the digital finance. So they are almost aware of that. RBI initiatives were undertaken. So the study says zero balance accounts, Kisan credit cards, regional rural banks, simplified KYC norms also. Then benefits are concerned, mobilization of savings, reduction of poverty, sustainable livelihood opportunities, and empowerment of marginalized groups also. But there are some problems regarding gender disparity, low literacy, lack of legal identity, cultural biases, and unattractive financial products. There are so many digital channels. They are working in almost urban, semi-urban, and rural areas. Mobiles money, internet banking, e-wallets, biometric devices, etc. Digital insurance is also available. Credit facilities are also available. And savings have potential to enhance inclusion, but require awareness. Awareness, creating awareness is also the major problem. Accessibility also. Then one more survey conducted regarding the digital revolution in rural India. See, rural India contributes 46% to national income and suffers from poor access to banking. So in the previous slide, that survey opinion shown rural India. So demonetization after 2016 forced digital adoption, but highlighted the systematic weaknesses also. And they are facing some major challenges that are inadequate infrastructure, digital illiteracy, trust deficit, informal cash dependent economy, limited terminals, POS terminals, and weak inherent penetration. Then there are some prospectors they find other enabled payments and some government initiatives also. Surge on mobile wallets, NEFT, RTGS, MPS transactions, initiatives like Beam app and RuPay cards promote cashless adoption also. So in my one slide, comparative analysis is done. Madam, can you move the slide, please? Hello, can you move the slide? Next slide, please. Comparative analysis. Please go to that. Because urban customer perception, financial inclusion, and rural impact. Comparative analysis is given in my slide. Previous one, I think. Adoption. Previous one, previous one. Previous one. Previous. Before that. Is before that. Comparison, digital payment comparison, previous one. Yeah, this one. So these are the comparative analysis I have done during my research. Urban customer perception, financial inclusion, and the rural impact. So far as adoption is concerned, in urban area, their perception says high among youth and students. Okay, so major percentage that revealed, and financial inclusion says that limited among poor women and elderly people also. Rural impact, that is accelerated post demonetization, but that is inconsistent. Though so far as usage is concerned, fund transfers, bill payments, and shopping, for those purposes they are using in the urban area. And so far as financial inclusion is concerned, most awareness created for savings. So savings habit also increased in both rural and urban area, even in semi-urban area also. Then various insurance schemes they have opened. Then for the remittance purposes also they are using the e-banking services. Then in the rural area, they understand about government subsidies, and for the basic payments they are using. Uh, uh, Very rare, see for the and all, they are using e-banking services. Then what about the problems or the barriers they are facing? So in the urban area, customer perception says that they can believe e-banking services because for the complaints and all, security measures are also available and service quality is also good. In almost all the times, they can use the e-banking services for payment and deposits, account transfer, RTGS, etc. But in some areas, financial inclusion is also that is what some kind of EC also is the major factor. Then they are of low income group people, and legal identity is also the major problem. Then in the rural area, connectivity is a problem what I am facing now, and cultural reliance on cash is also the problem. But so far as opportunities are concerned, urban customers perception says that the digital payment or e-banking service is user friendly, various apps are available and better security, and financial literacy is also good because they can open zero balance account. Okay, so these are the findings in my comparative analysis. Some other findings says the urban customers digital banking comfortable, they said that, but they also demand better security, transparency, and grievance handling. Next slide, means, ma'am. Last but three, four. Then financial inclusion. The finding says that digital services are vital for poverty. Factors. Okay. So I can suggest that, finally, I can suggest that all the operations must be customer centric. Some innovations must be taken place, and I can suggest the government has to take few steps for simplifying the digital interfaces and strengthen the cyber security measures also. See, most examples they also gave in my the personal interview. So no much security. If they give complaint also, no such a movement from the government authorities or cyber crime authorities. People are waiting for getting their money back, and ensure responsive grievance redressal also. Then government also can undertake, or the people also can undertake some financial literacy programs. Government agencies, they can conduct some awareness programs in the rural, semi-urban, and urban areas. The awareness programs can be conducted for the students in schools and colleges. Okay, NGOs also can take necessary steps. Banks, through their CSR programs, they can collaborate to increase the awareness in some semi-urban and rural areas. Infrastructure also can be developed. Government also can invest in reliable internet, electricity, and digital services for rural users. Then some policy incentives also can be go forward. They can encourage digital transactions in some systems, subsidy transfers to build digital habits. Then we can tailor some services for women for the purpose of awareness, giving awareness to the elderly people also. Nowadays, most senior citizens and elderly peoples, they started using digital payments. Okay, banking the system they know, and even the low income groups savings habit is also created, and they can understand how to deposit without going banks, also ensuring accessibility and affordability. And in my conclusion, I can say that a digital transformation in Indian banking is reshaping the financial landscape. Urban youth increasingly rely on e-banking, while financial inclusion policies strive to bridge the gap for marginalized groups. Rural adoption, however, remains hindered by infrastructural and cultural challenges. So, to achieve India's vision of robust digital economy, stakeholders must prioritize trust literacy, inclusivity, and infrastructure. So the synergy of technology, policy, and awareness can ensure that digital banking becomes not just a convenience but an universal right. So with this, I can conclude my presentation, sir. Thank you for the opportunity.
Thank you. Thank you so much, ma'am,